What's going on, guys? My name is Bruno. Today I'll be talking to you about something really interesting today. It's basically just some kind of experiences I had in school, of course, before this day, sometime before. So yeah, basically I'm gonna talk to you guys about something that happened in art class. Uh, Before I want to start that, I want to tell you that this particular clip was not actually made by me. It was actually made by a friend of mine, which not really a friend, but I got this from him, and he just sent me it over and asked me to commentate for him. His link will be in the description, and yeah, and if you're watching in the future, guys, cool, peace. Anyways, so today I'll be talking to you guys about something that happened in my art class a couple of years ago, and it's one of the first times I actually got in trouble. Uh, and then everything started going downhill with my behavior from there. And anyways, what happened was I was in art class, and if you don't know, I went to this British school, which was really, really strict, and teachers were English, and I don't really like English teachers because they're very strict and they're very annoying, and their voices are very, very stupid. Because I don't like, I don't like old women's sharp British voices for some reason. I'm pretty sure you would agree too. But anyways, so what happened was I kind of got in trouble the day before that, but it wasn't big trouble. I mean, I just wasn't behaving correctly. So she was just like, yeah, go to another table. So I did, and the day before she sent me to the table. She did the same thing. So basically, she wanted to send me to another table for 3 times in a row, and I was really pissed. And I have anger problems, anger issues, so it was a bit of a thing that would have normally happened if someone would have been so rude to me, but for doing nothing. So basically, what happened was I went into the room, and my friends were like, "Yo, guys, man, come here, let's just come to our table today and stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's like 2 days in a row. She puts me in another table, behaving correctly, so I think she'll put me in in my friend's table." So what happened was I went to my friend's table, and we stayed there for about 10 minutes, and then what happened was she came over to me, and I was just like, "Yes, what do you want?" And then she's like, "You have to go to another table." And it was really annoying because it was the third time in a row, and I don't like staying on my own. I don't really work well like that. And she sent me to another table, so I went there, without arguing, and I got really pissed because she was like, "Do you know what you have done? Look at your behavior, you're a failure, blah, 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 blah." So I was very pissed at her, and she went away for a couple of minutes, and I'm like, I'm so gonna get this bitch. I'm so gonna get this bitch. I'm gonna fuck her so badly. Not the sexual way, but, the kind of beating up way. Which of course I couldn't, but when she came over, she wanted to speak to me, and I'm like, just sitting there with my fist on the table, with my elbow on the table, and she's talking to me all sweetly and stuff, and I told her, "Bitch, my fist is about to go in your face." And then her face was pale, and she was looking at me like, "What did you just say? You're in big trouble." And I was just like, "Yeah, whatever, fuck you, fuck this art class, and you can go fuck yourself." So, ironically enough, she sent me to the principal, and that's not the ironic part. The ironic part is that my principal's name was Mr. Cox. Yes, exactly, Mr. Cox. And I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I was in his office just sitting there, and I was just like laughing my ass off. I'm like, "Is my principal really Mr. Cox?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he is, he is." Well, that's nice to know. So he was a cock. He wasn't so nice, but what happened, he was like, "Do you want to see my bright side of me?" It's like, if you behave this bad, we're gonna call your parents." So they called my parents, and my parents understood what happened, blah 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 blah. So basically, she did it again. She did it again, and I didn't get pissed this time. I didn't want to get in trouble again, but she brought me to another room, and she was talking to me like, "How can you say this to me?" I'm like, "How can you disrespect me so much?" And I was like, "Well, you disrespected me, You can't just tell someone to go to another table for 3 days in a row and, have anger issues. It's like you're just trying to pick on me." And she was just like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah," blabbing on. And that was one of the few times I got in trouble. Actually, I got in trouble one more time for looking at some kind of weird pictures on the internet. That was another story. But I mean, I think it's not right. to send to do this to a kid. I mean, I was really troubled. I was like, I really get pissed at small things sometimes. I like punch my bed when like fucking little particles of or whatever like breadcrumbs are on it, and I can't sleep. I just get so pissed and get so frustrated. And it was pretty funny looking at it back now. It was in grade 6, I think, and I was like 11. Was it? Yeah, I was 11, 10. I'm like 14 now, so yeah. And it was a good experience, you know. At the same time, at that time, it was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. But now it's just like something funny that happened in my life and that I can tell my kids what to not do in class, of course. So yeah, that was a good experience in my life, and I didn't really learn from it. To say I didn't really learn from it because who learns from such a thing? I just learned that teachers are bitches and they're fucking stupid and they don't get enough paychecks, so they get angry at you. So that's what I think. But I mean, some of the teachers I met once were nice, you know. Some of them were complete and utter dicks, but yeah, that's in a whole other part, you know. Some teachers can be good, some teachers can be bad. And my theory is, how can a kid learn good if you don't give and you don't put enthusiasm and if you don't encourage your student to do well? Because in my latest years, I just had teachers which, oh yeah, turn to page 60 and read chapter 1 and 2 on math and how to dissolve equations, whatever it was. And that doesn't really put interest in it. It just makes me bored and makes me not want to do something. So I think in schools they should apply or that, you know, teachers have to be a bit nice because you're never going to get anywhere with someone you don't like. And I also had a physics teacher, which I'm not going to name. Let's call him Mr. Dixon. And he was really boring, and I never really learned anything in physics except how fat he was and his body weight and his mass and how his mass drags him down in the air. Anyways, so this is one of my few commentaries that I've ever done in my life, but I mean, I hope you like it, and it takes only a second to subscribe, and if you do, I'm really happy, and this is just my hobby, and I'm getting a new computer so I can do some Minecraft videos and etc. reviews. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a like, you know, and thumbs up. It always helps me keep going and makes me happy. So be sure to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and stay updated with me. And I'll be coming out, I think, another video today, just because I want to start up my channel in a good way. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day, and what can I say? Yeah, stay beautiful. Peace.